And then spread that warm energy all over the face, down the neck, over the shoulders, and down the rest of the body, and open your eyes. So next we'll do Bastrika. Bastrika is a deep breathing exercise, and we'll do this for 5 minutes. So with your eyes closed, take a deep breath in, fill in your lungs, and then gently breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out should take about the same amount of time, 2.5 seconds to breathe in and 2.5 seconds to breathe out. So with the fingers in Prana Mudra, that's the last 2 fingers touching the thumb. I'll set the timer for 5 minutes and we shall begin Bastrika, deep breathing exercise. As you breathe in, imagine you're taking in positive energy and vibration. And as you breathe out, imagine all the toxins leaving your body. When the heart and the head get adequate quantity of energy and oxygen, the blood is purified and the body gets rid of all toxins. Raise your hands up above your head, bringing your palms together and rub them nice and warm. And spread that warm energy all over the face and neck and shoulders, and open your eyes. So we'll stand up and we'll start with a few standing up exercises. First, we'll start with a spot jog, moving from one foot to the other, nice and gently. And then we'll bring the arms into it, moving the arms up and down. And then if it's comfortable for you, try and speed up just that little bit. And again, if it's comfortable, just that little bit more. Trying to get the heart racing. And then we'll start to slow down and come to a stop. Feet apart, hands on the hips, and we'll revolve the hips, making big circles with the hips. And reverse. And last one. Just give your arms and legs a little bit of a shake, loosening everything up. Feet hip width apart, hands on the hips, and we'll lift the alternate knees. First lifting one, putting it to the ground, and then the other. And repeat this. And last one. And back to the ground. And just wrap the arms around the body, just to supple the arms. Feet still hip width apart. Rest the hands on the top of the thighs. Then I'd like you to turn to the left, looking over the left shoulder. And back to the centre, and then the right. Looking over the right shoulder. And back to centre. And then the left. And centre, and then the right. And back to the centre. Bring the feet together, lift the hands up above the head, and lean to one side. And back to the centre, and then to the other side. And back to the centre, and over to the side. The centre, and the other side. Feeling the stretch in that side. Back up to the centre, and down again. Back up to the centre, and for the last time. And lower the arms, just give them a little bit of a shake. Feet apart, hands out to the side. And we'll bend the knees and bend the elbows and bring ourselves into a goddess pose. Pulling the tummy in, straightening the back, and breathing in and out nice and gently. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs into a stop. Bend the arms, bend the knees into a goddess. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs into a stop. And one more time, bend the knees, bend the arms, And take each alternate hand above the head and back down. And back up, straighten the arms and bring them down to the sides. So we'll put the arms out to the sides once more and we'll turn to the left, and back to the centre and then to the right. And repeat this on both sides. And then to the right. And one more time on each side. And back to the centre and lower the arms. So next we'll touch the alternate toes. So bringing the arms out to the side once more. I'm taking my right hand to my left foot and then back up. And then the same the other side. Up. And repeat this on alternate sides. Touching the alternate toes. Breathing in as you come up, breathing out as you go down. We'll do one more on each side. And just give the arms and legs a little bit of a shake, keeping everything loose. Feet still apart. Hands out to the side, and we'll go into a triangle pose. So I'm taking my right hand to my left foot, but this time I'm taking my left arm up behind me and turning my head to look at it. And then back up to the centre. And the same the other side. Left hand to the right foot, lifting the right arm up behind and turning your head to look at it. Back to the centre. We'll do this again, once more on each side. Back up, and then the other side. And back to the centre. So we'll turn one foot to face the front of the mat. Bend that front knee, breathe in, and lift up the arms above the head. Put it in the stomach, stretching up the back, reaching up for the ceiling. And then we'll turn round and do the same the other side. Bending the front knee, breathing in, lifting the arms, straightening the back, pulling the tummy in. And then we'll go round to the other side. Bending the knee, lifting the arms. And round to the other side. Bending the knee, lifting up the arms, stretching up nice and tall. And round to the other side. Bending that front knee, lifting up the arms. And round to the other side. Bend the front knee, lifting up the arms. And lower, and give yourself a little bit of a shake. So feet hip width apart. Lifting the arms up above the head. Stretching up nice and tall. And then we'll fold at the waist into a forward fold, a half forward fold at work first, bringing the hands to the knees. And bring them back up above the head, stretching up nice and tall. And bringing the hands to the knees, keeping the back straight, letting the face look at the mat. the crown of the head reaching towards the wall. And up one more time, up above your head. But this time we'll do a full forward fold, bringing the hands down towards the mat or wherever's comfortable for you. Don't force anything, just do what your body allows. This is your yoga practice. Lifting up the hands, back up above the head, nice and tall, straighten the back, pulling the tummy in. And fold at the waist, bringing the hands down towards the mat. And back up. And just wrap the arms around the body just to supple the arms. Before we come to the front of the mat for the sun salutation, a series of 12 postures to keep the body in optimum health. So I'll come to the front of the mat, bring the hands together at the heart into prayer position. And just take a couple of breaths here. On the next breath in, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. Breathe out, folding at the waist, bringing the hands to the ground, forward bend. Bend the right knee, stretching the left leg out behind, and look up. Bring the right leg to join the left, lifting up the hips into downward dog. Trying to push the head between the hands if possible, but don't force anything, just do what your body allows. Walk the feet back and bring yourself into a nice plank position. Try and hold this for a second before coming down to the mat. Knees, chest, chin to the floor, hips raised slightly, hands next to the shoulders, elbows bent. Breathe in, straightening the arms, lifting up the head into a cobra position. Tuck the toes under, lifting up the hips, back into downward dog. And bring the left leg forward between the hands, stretching the right leg out, and look up. Bring the right leg to join the left, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. And then bring the hands to the heart. And just take a couple of breaths here. So we'll do this one more time. Breathe in, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. Breathe out, folding at the waist into a forward bend. This time, bend the left knee, stretch the right leg out behind, and look up. Take the left foot to join the right, lifting up the hips into a downward dog. This time, lift the alternate heels off the ground, walking the dog. Walk the feet back and bring yourself into a nice plank position. Before lowering yourself to the ground, knees, chest, chin to the floor, hips raised slightly, hands next to the shoulders, elbows bent. Take a deep breath in, lifting up the head, straightening the arms into a cobra position. Tuck the toes under, lifting up the hips, back into downward dog. Lifting the alternate heels, walking the dog. This time, bring the right leg forward between the hands. Lifting the head up and look up. Bring the left leg to join the right. Lifting up the arms into a backward bend. And then bring the hands to the heart. And just take a few breaths here. And just give the arms and legs a little bit of a shake. So bring the feet apart. Arms out to the side. And we'll do a wide-legged forward fold, bringing the hands down towards the mat. Hold on to the opposite elbow with each hand and just sway from side to side like a rag doll. And then bend the knees and slowly roll the shoulders back, coming up into a standing position. And bring the feet back together. So next we'll do a chair. Feet hip width apart. Arms out in front. And we'll bend the knees, coming down as if you're sitting on a chair. And back up. Give yourself a bit of a shake. And we'll do that again. Arms out in front. Bend the knees, bringing the bottom down as if you're sitting on a chair. And back up. A little bit of a shake, because next we'll do a full chair. So take your legs a little wider apart. Palms together, reaching out in front. Bend the knees, bring the hands to the heart, and bring yourself down into a full chair. If you can go right down, push the knees out with the elbows. But don't force anything. This is your practice. Do what your body allows. And back up. Wrap the hands around the body just to supple the arms, because we'll do that one more time. Palms together, arms out in front. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, coming down into a full chair. And back up. And give everything a little bit of a shake. Feet hip width apart. Lift the hands up above the head, stretching nice and tall. Find something to gaze at and lift up onto your toes. And back down to the mat. And we'll do that one more time. Lifting the arms up above the head, nice and tall. Finding something to gaze at, lifting up onto your toes. And then come back down to the mat and just give your arms and legs a little bit of a shake. So next we'll do a tree pose. Lifting the arms up above the head, And bringing one foot up to the side of the opposite leg and resting it on wherever it will rest. Finding something to gaze at and trying to hold that tree pose. Arms above the head, palms together, one knee bent, the other leg straight. And back down, give yourself a bit of a shake before we do the other side. Lifting the arms up above the head, bringing the palms together, bending that opposite knee, and resting the foot wherever it rests on the other leg, on the straight leg. And back down to the mat. And give yourself a little bit of a shake. And then we'll walk up and down the mat, first on our toes, exercising the pressure points in the soles of the feet. Then on our heels. Then on the sides of the feet. And then on the insides of the feet. And then we'll come back down to the mat for the next breathing exercise, Kapalbhati, breathing out exercise. We'll do this for 5 minutes. Don't do this if you could be pregnant. Practice slowly if you have a heart condition, high blood pressure, or you've had an operation in the last 6 months. Other than that, everybody else is fine. If for any of those reasons or any other reason you don't want to do this, just carry on with Bhastrika, the deep breathing exercise that we did last time. So the finger posture I'd like you to use is Surya Mudra, and that's the ring finger pressed down with the thumb. This balances the body, reduces weight, and increases the heat element in the body to aid in proper digestion. So with this exercise, the emphasis is on breathing out deeply through your nose while your stomach contracts. Inhaling will be automatic. So it goes like this. So I'll set the timer for 5 minutes and we shall begin. This exercise helps the face become bright, lustrous and attractive. The internal organs get exercised and it works with the digestive system, helping to regulate weight. It also helps strengthen the immune system. There's 1 minute left. If it feels comfortable to speed up a little bit, please do so. If not, carry on as you were. Raise your hands up above your head, bringing your palms together and rub them nice and warm. And spread that energy all over the face and neck, and open your eyes. So next, we'll stay on the mat, seated, legs straight out in front, hands each side of the hips on the mat. And we'll exercise the toes, just the toes, moving them backwards and forwards, just the toes. And then the whole foot, pressing the toes down to the mat, and then pulling them back to the body. Pressing down to the mat, and back to the body. Down to the mat, and back to the body. Down to the mat, and back to the body. Down to the mat, to the body. And then we'll rotate the feet, exercising the ankles. First going round one way, and reverse. And then just give the knees just a little bit of a shake, loosening off the legs. Bend one knee, keeping the foot on the mat. And then we'll throw the heel down the mat, away in front of us, feeling a slight jerk in the back of the knee. This exercises the knee and also the pressure points in the heels. Last one, and do the same on the other leg. Last one. Just give the knees a little bit of a shake. So we'll exercise the waist, bending forward, bringing the hands down towards the toes, and then bringing the arms to one side, and then back to the other side, and back to the front. And again, the same way, to the side, the back, to the other side, and back to the front. And we'll do one more this side. So to the side, to the back, to the other side, and to the front. And then we'll reverse. We'll do 3 in the opposite direction. So to the side, and to the back, to the other side, and to the front. And again, to the side. This exercise is really good for the waist. Back, to the other side, and to the front. And then for the last time, to the side, to the back, to the other side, and to the front. So we'll open the legs, making a V shape with the legs. Hands out to the sides, and we'll touch the alternate toes. So one hand behind, one hand towards the foot, and then swap to the other side. One hand behind, one hand touching the toe. Back to the other side, the other side. Keep doing this on alternate sides. Breathing in and out as you're doing it. And don't forget to smile. If you smile, you get double the benefit. Enjoy your practice. So last one on this foot, and last one on this foot. So next we'll lift our arms up above our heads, lifting up nice and tall, turning over one of the straight legs, and then bringing the head down, hands towards the foot and head towards the knee. And back up to the center the opposite side, hand towards the foot, head towards the knee. Trying to keep the bottom on the ground. Back up to the center and down the other side. Hand to the foot, head to the knee. Don't force anything, just do what your body allows. Up to the center and back down the other side. Back up to the center, lower the arms to the ground, and just give the shoulders just a little bit of a shrug, loosening everything up. Bring the forearms in front of you to the floor and look up with the head. So looking forward in front of you, forearms on the mat, legs in a V shape. And then walk the hands back towards the body. Take a few breaths. And then we'll do that again. Walking the hands forward, bringing yourself down onto the forearm, head looking straight out in front. And walk the hands back towards the body. Bring the feet together and bring yourself back into a nice seated position for the next breathing exercise, yulom yulom, alternate nostril breathing. And we'll do this for 5 minutes. With your right thumb, close your right nostril and breathe in through your left. Then close your left nostril with the middle 2 fingers of your right hand and breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right, close that nostril and breathe out through the left. And repeat. Always start and finish on the left-hand side. And if you do want that little bit more from this, you can breathe into the count of 5, hold to the count of 5 and breathe out to the count of 10. But if that doesn't suit, just carry on as you would normally. I shall set the timer for 5 minutes, starting now. This exercise purifies the breath and improves the level of oxygen in the blood. The body becomes healthy and strong. It helps to give us a positive attitude, and it also helps the blood flow to the heart, preventing heart attacks. Always finish on the left-hand side. And then bring your arms up above your head, bringing the palms together and rub them nice and warm. And lower the hands back to the knees. So next we'll come onto our knees, bottom resting on the heels. Hands resting on the top of the thigh. And we'll do Mundakasan for diabetes. Lift your hands apart in front of you. Make 2 fists with the hands. Bring the fist each side of the tummy button. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, fold forward, bringing the head towards the mat. At the end of the breath, lift the head up so that you're looking at the mat, and I'll count to 10. 1. And up. Just take a couple of breaths. And we'll do this again, but we'll do one flat hand over the belly button with the other flat hand on top. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, fold forward, bringing the head towards the mat. The end of the breath, lift the head to look at the mat, and I'll count to 10. And back up, and just take a couple of breaths. So next we'll come onto all fours, and we'll do cat and cow. If you're sitting in a chair, you can do this. You just move the shoulders forward, lowering the head, and then lift the head and take the shoulders back. But if you're on the mat, onto all fours, hands shoulder width apart, legs hip width apart. And as you breathe in, lift the head up and lower the back. And then as you breathe out, lower the head and arch the back. Breathe in, lift the head, lower the back. Breathe out, lower the head, arch the back. Breathe in, lift the head, lower the back. And breathe out, lower the head, arch the back. And just come back to a neutral position. So next we'll thread the needle. So I'm lifting up my right hand and I'm moving it up to the side, and I've turned my head to look at it. Then I shall bring that hand down and thread it underneath the other arm, bringing my shoulder to the ground and also the side of my head resting on the mat. And back up to all fours. And take a couple of breaths. So we'll do the same the other side, lifting up the arm, straight up, and then threading the arm underneath the opposite arm, bringing the shoulder to the ground and the head, threading the needle. Back to all fours. And then we'll come back to a nice seated position in the center of the mat. And we'll do some exercises for the head and neck. Resting the hands onto the top of the knees. And we'll look down, bringing the chin to the chest. And breathe in, taking the head up to the center. And then as you breathe out, letting it fall behind. Breathe in up to the center. Breathe out, bringing the chin to the chest. And just rub the chin on the chest 3 times to exercise the thyroid. Lifting the head up and letting it drop behind. Up to the center and chin to the chest. From here, we'll make circles with the head. So slowly take your head to the left and to the back and to the right and back down to the front. And then we'll go the other way. So to the right, to the back, to the left and to the front. And back the other way. So to the left, to the back, to the right and to the front and to the right, to the back, to the left and to the front. And back to neutral. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears, right up as high as you can get them, and count to 5. And then let them fall back down. And then back up. And back down. Get your left hand to your right knee, right hand behind, and turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Put in a small twist in the spine. Just do what your body allows, don't force anything, and remember to smile. Back to the center, and we'll do the same the other side. So right hand to the left knee, left hand behind, looking over your left shoulder. And then back to the center. Arms out in front, make 2 fists, bringing your hands together and rotate the wrist. And then reverse. One way is always easier than the other, so be kind to yourself. And then bring yourself back and just give your arms a little bit of a shake, moving the shoulders up and down if it's comfortable. And then we'll bring the hands to the shoulders and we'll throw the hands out away in front, creating a small jerk in the elbow. Don't force anything, just do what your body allows. And breathe out as you do it. And then to the sides. Last one. And drop the hands back to the knees. And we'll do Brahmari, the last breathing exercise. So place your hands, index fingers just above your eyebrows and the rest of the fingers over your eyes. Close your ears with your thumbs, breathe in deeply, and then breathe out gently through your nose, making a humming sound. While you're doing this, imagine you are connected to all of the positive energies of the universe. So we'll do this 3 times. Breath in. Raise your hands up above your head, bringing your palms together and rub them nice and warm this time. It's the last time. And spread that warm energy all over the face and neck. And open your eyes. Interlock the fingers. Bring them up to the forehead. Breathe in, press and hold. Onto the back of the head. Breathe in, press and hold. To the sides of the head. Breathe in, press and hold. On to the top of the head. Breathe in, press and hold. And lower the hands back to the knees. Close down the eyes. And we'll do a small prayer for the health and humanity of others. So just breathing in and out nice and gently. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May no one suffer. May everyone prosper. Shanti Shanti. So we'll open their eyes and we'll finish with clapping and laughing. And faster on water. And press the hands together. And we'll throw our arms in the air and we'll laugh out loud 3 times. And again. And one more time. Thank you all for joining me this evening.
Thank you, Roxanne. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.